So again, the length, usually, most people don't have the problem because most of our tefillin, the way they sell the tefillin is usually very long. So you don't have a problem with the length of the straps of the tefillin. However, the problem that arises many times is the size of the width of the tefillin. And many people don't realize that there has to be a minimum. It's not just a string that has to go around from, on your hands, on the shel rosh, but rather it has to be a certain size to be considered, according to halacha, kasher. What is the size? So again, according to the halacha, shi'ur is minimum should be about 11 millimeters. Approximately, the erech should be 11. Even if it goes down up until 9 millimeters, a person is still yotzeh, and it's still considered kasher. Again, you're talking about the size of the width of the actual retzuot. Now, sometimes you see the older tefillin, many times, and even in new ones, depending where you get it from, sometimes they sell you tefillin which the straps are very, very thin, much thinner than the usual. Again, today, most tefillin that they sell, they try to sell them 15 millimeters and even more. So again, if it's large, then you don't have much of a problem. But the ones that are very, very thin, the problem with them is they sell it at exactly the right shi'ur. And what happens is, many times, after a long time of usage, it stretches out. The tefillin many times stretches out. Especially in places where a person is trying to tie the tefillin by the shel yad or by the shel rosh when he actually tightens the tefillin. So what happens is the tefillin gets stretched out. So if it started off being 9 or 10 millimeters, by the time you actually finished 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, the actual tefillin size is much less. And therefore, according to halacha, a person can make a beracha on such a third tefillin. Again, if you have no other tefillin, you will be allowed to use it, but it's not lo yatzai can make a beracha on it. You would have to go switch the tefillin. If you have the ability, you have to go and switch it. You don't have, that's the only one you have, so at least you put it on. But again, according to halacha, a person is not yotzei with such a tefillin. So if a person has an older tefillin, or even if it's a newer kind of tefillin, but it's been a long time, you should check. You should always check by the retzuot where you actually tighten by the shel yad. Make sure that over there, the size of the tefillin is still, again, the size of the retzuot, the size of that strap, is still more than 11 millimeters. Should be the chatchila, the di'avad, even if it's 9, it's okay. Less than 9, person is not yotzeh, and therefore he has to switch the tefillin, switch the retzuah, he has to go to sofer and let them switch those retzuot in order that he should be yotzeh.